Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and welcome back to another Aesop Frock Day. Today, we're going to be reacting to No City. This is suggested by Zach P. So thank you, Zach, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more Ace on the channel every Friday, in addition to all the other videos throughout the week. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what No City is all about. Let's see what Ace has to say. Let's get it.
For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For want of a horse, the rider was lost. For want of a rider, the battle was lost. For want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. And all for the want of a horseshoe.
Okay. Lots of people lost. The horses, the riders, everybody's lost. I don't know where they're going, but we'll find out. Nice instrumental, almost kind of like atmospheric, even a little bit ambient beginning to this track.
And all for the want of a horseshoe.
There is a hole in front of the shovel, shovel in front of the brawn. 6 billion gorillas for whom the graves yawn. Each with of his mulish days to choose his tool of trade. Dueling blades that cue the cruel charade and fuel the flames. Few would clue the crew into.
Yo, that bass in the bottom is so nasty, man. Kind of got this great open feel. It's a very smooth sound, and then just dum 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 dum, and then there's a little bit of extra progression to it from there. But nice simple pattern, helps keep the pace of the track. The way everything kind of dropped in, the drums kind of just start going at a bit of a, kind of like a walking pace. Let's bring it back just a little bit.
For whom the graves yawn. Each with of his mulish days to choose his tool of trade. Dueling blades that cue the cruel charade and fuel the flames. Few would clue the crew into the civil. Just get the food and land like you the man, and flew the coop over the pit bulls. Dash back, flash, hit a compassion, and nano police. Sat beneath an avalanche, jagged and inadequacies. And I will stop the violence more than I was Pontius Pilate.
Love that. From an avalanche to nautical seas. Talking about flew the coop over the pit bulls. On the None Shall Pass album, there's a lot of animal references for whatever reason. I mean, especially with the title track, None Shall Pass, being the music video, like literally everybody is animals. And I think the animals are supposed to like represent different parts of society, maybe different types of people. But let's keep this going. Got a great feel to it. Nice clean rhyme so far.
And flew the coop over the pit bulls. Dash back, flash, hit a compassion, and nano police. Sat beneath an avalanche, jagged and inadequacies. And I will stop the violence more than I was Pontius Pilate. Cops and robbers riot by the fives obnoxious sirens. A is gullible, he figure all man.
Oh, this might be one of my favorite Aesop instrumentals so far. We got like these weird like synths coming up in the top, just kind of like and kind of like almost like a vibrato. And then we got this nice kind of much cleaner like piano type instrument coming in at the top, doodling around, bringing in some brightness. There's just kind of this ever-flowing, changing feel to it, just kind of waves washing over each other almost.
Cops and robbers riot by the fives obnoxious sirens. A is gullible, he figure all man equal, no brainer. Take it as friends and neighbors didn't cater. Moms raised the babies to a very churchy 80s. Sunday mornings reinforced the waiting gates of Hades. And he brazen, but apparently inferno back.
And then talking about church, and then immediately going to Hades, pairing those two, like, not really like contradictory, but they, they oppose each other in a way.
Now, for when a man of cloth beside his wrongs, he wouldn't bow down. The punishment should fit the reasons you must punish him. Never puncture skin or pull the colored rugs from under them. Two opposing motherships shall not employ the gunner's deck. As brotherhoods of public good do not employ the unctuous in you. Observing how the giveth is disproportionate to the take of the way decide to make.
and then that like real faint, just like guitar solo up in the top. It's fascinating the way we got this bass of the drums and ironically the bass, and then we got all these different little pieces up in the melody just kind of trading spaces with each other, adding that extra evolution. The track just keeps changing.
That cause brotherhood's a public good. Do not employ the unctuous in you. Observing how the giveth is disproportionate to the taketh away. Decide to make it his day. All the stoic odium glow in a cold holster when it could have stood easily in a tub juggling toasters.
No mountain too high, no city too far, no coma tonight, no city tomorrow, no fire too live, no city too charged, no treaty too signed, no city too guard.
Beautiful changes going into what I'm gonna call the hook section for now. No, what did he say? No mountain too high, no city too far, and then it kind of changes to no city tomorrow, and then pushing even past that to this much more like a bridge type of break section. We got that guitar back in there. The drums kind of dropped out for the first part of that hook, and then as we come into the break, they come back in. But now Aesop, he's hitting these beautiful vocals just kind of in the background, like da 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 da. Gives a very like prog rock type of feel to the track. Maybe that's just because I've been listening to Yes and helping my professor work on a prog rock album lately, but beautiful structure and construction so far.
With a grown-up mode approach, skin crawling off the drawl, and I would claw the awkward tone up. I'd known it wasn't roses, but hoped it was less corrosive. Coasting to the focus of the grossest diagnosis, like Holmes. The barnacles that chew upon the flesh of man have clued into the suitor as capital to a beggar's hand, and comfortably sung a stubborn legacy of gluttony with carnivores that burrow like.
And great rhymes, man. The one that really intrigues me is the relation between the word roses and corrosive, where that SIV very is very similar to the SES on roses. It's a very interesting sound. I didn't realize how similar those would be. And then let's hear what else we got coming.
Coasting to the focus of the grossest diagnosis like Holmes. The barnacles that chew upon the flesh of man have clued into the suitor as capital to a beggar's hand, and comfortably sung a stubborn legacy of gluttony with carnivores that burrow like hunters into the blood and meat. What?
Yeah, and then the way he transitions his rhymes too, sometimes they're very quick, only the bar and the bar after will rhyme, and then we hit a transition going from man to hand, then slightly bending that with adding that D onto the end, and then we go to comfortably to gluttony. You're getting that same matching end sound, a similar amount of syllables. Great work.
And Ginny chin up in the city picture, sending pen up, let her numb the spitting stigma. Along came a spider, sold her eggs to any buyer. Had a shooter in the back, a 6 legs wider than the driver. If you make no friends on the way to the top rung, there is no secret handshake club. I do not give a fuck, but know the cancers make the olive branches obviously standard. So when they extend from the yachts and mansions, drop your cannons. All kings hang 'em, but a cliffside drip dry. Willie clipped his zip.
Interesting. Let's bring this back just a little bit.
Handshake club, I do not give a fuck.
And it's interesting hearing him talking about, when you climb to the top of the rung, you ain't made no friends. There ain't no secret handshake club up there for you. Sounds like, I feel like this album, I haven't heard the whole thing, but it seems like the large overarching theory is, again, his issues with society, the world around him. Maybe this is this small section of this track at least referencing, other artists. Maybe I there's so many things he could be talking about, and I just need to dive in and do some research on my own time.
Wrong, there is no secret handshake club. I do not give a fuck, but know the cancers make the olive branches obviously standard. So when they extend from the yachts and mansions, drop your cannons. All kings hang 'em for the cliffside drip dry. Willie clipped a zip line or slip or his final dip dive. If he lived, will he survive the milligrams of middle ground? They pump into the pinstripe.
Zip line to dip dive. Again, it's not a perfect rhyme, but they're nice bends and the sounds work well together. I think that's might be one of my favorite things about Ace is it feels like he's left behind the mindset of perfect rhymes almost completely. Obviously, he uses them. They're just so common. You're gonna use them at some point. But the way he's able to phrase and shape his words, sometimes they don't even really need to sound all that similar for it to work. There's just something satisfying about the way he constructs these verses.
Dive. If he lived, will he survive the milligrams of middle ground? They pump into the pinstripe pentagrams over Tinseltown or kill a man who trickled down a
Yeah, so like here, this is a great example.
middle ground. They pump into
Little bit back.
or slip or his final dip dive. If he lived, will he survive the milligrams of middle ground? They pump into the pinstripe.
Milligrams to middle ground. We're matching the M sounds and a little bit of that I, like milla, midda, midda. It's kind of close.
Ground. They pump into the pinstripe pentagrams over Tinseltown or kill.
And then we come to pentagrams. Now we're matching the grams for milligrams and rhyming the end of the word.
Pentagrams over Tinseltown or kill a man.
And then middle ground to Tinseltown. Now we're getting basically a perfect compound rhyme. Amazing, man, the way he plays around with that.
Trickled down the city with his scissors out and sickles, dipped in military hells, bells and whistles. Riders to the east, not a wild tribe. Thank you for the peace on earth and mercy miles hide.
No mountain too high, no city too far, no coma tonight, no city tomorrow, no fire too live, no city too charged, no treaty to sign, no city to guard.
And all for the one.
And this little layer of like ad libs that feel like they were sampled and then kind of scratched into the track, or they're kind of like glitching out on us almost. Bring this back just a little bit.
No mountain too high, no city too far, no coma tonight, no city tomorrow, no fire too live, no city too charged, no treaty.
And they actually take on it's almost the drum pattern, which is crazy.
No city to charge, no treaty to sign, no city to guard.
And all for the want of a horseshoe.
Okay. Beautiful. And just that nice to take us out of the track. Having that little break section where the drums fell out, and then we had that vocal sample of Ace, and then the drums bring us back in, the guitar comes back up, those nice, just like background vocals essentially from that first break section come back. Beautiful, beautiful touches on this, man. That was No City from Aesop Rock. Thank you again to Zach P for the suggestion. Keep coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.